strip like in the candy with style. It's about to get wild. Let the Raiders roll. Yeah. Let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins. Like a story told. We moving through the speakers. Shaking up your soul. Yeah. We're Lunatik Raider. Always on the run. On the strip like two insights. Navigate the night. Truth in every state, painted pictures so right. Love to with a brand new secret. Yo, no, listen to the soul star. Pull your organ that you can't ignore. The heart of Vegas need. The voice you can't ignore. Let the Raiders roll. Yeah, let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins. Like a story told. Yeah, keep moving through the speakers. Shaking up your soul. The Lunatik Raider Show. Always on the road. Skylights in the desert. Feel the rhythm of the beat. We're setting in the stage. Making history in the heat. Voices rise and fall. In a city that never sleeps. Yeah. The Raider Show keeps spinning. The secrets Vegas keeps. Let the Raiders roll. Let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins. Like a story told. Yeah. Keep moving through the speakers. Shaking up your soul. Yeah. The Lunatik Raider Show. Always on the road. The city like splash me, right through the biggest night news on the radio. About to hit another high, everything you wanna know. With the scoop, make it fast. To facts tight, gotta make this moment last. We bringing go, half strip like in the candy with style. It's about to get wild. Let the Raiders roll. Yeah, let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins. Like a story told. Keep moving through the speakers. Shaking up your soul. Yeah, we're Lunatik Raider. Always on the run. On the strip like two insights. Navigate the night. Truth in every state, painted pictures so right. Love to with a brand new secret. Yo, no, listen to the soul star. Pull your organ that you can't ignore. The heart of Vegas need. The voice you can't ignore. Let the Raiders roll. Yeah, let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins. Like a story told. Yeah, keep moving through the speakers. Shaking up your soul. The Lunatik Raider Show. Always on the road. Skylights in the desert. Feel the rhythm of the beat. We're setting in the stage. Making history in the heat. Voices rise and fall. In a city that never sleeps. Yeah. The Raider Show keeps spinning. The secrets Vegas keeps. Let the Raiders roll. Let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins. Like a story told. Yeah. Keep moving through the speakers. Shaking up your soul. Yeah. The Lunatik Raider Show. Always on the road. City like splash me, right through the biggest night news on the radio. About to hit another high, everything you wanna know. With the scoop, make it fast. To facts tight, gotta make this moment last. We bringing go, half strip like in the candy with style. It's about to get wild. Let the Raiders roll. Yeah, let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins. Like a story told. Keep moving through the speakers. Shaking up your soul. Yeah, we're Lunatik Raider. Always on the run.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome.
They're here.
Rise, my nation. Gather around and prepare. Our pride will be restored. Our shadow will fall with wicked damnation. Rise, my nation. Rise. This is your nation. This is our nation. This is the Raider Nation. Can you dig it?
What it is, Raider Nation, man. Happy Thursday. Hope all is well with y'all, man. Welcome to another episode of the Lunatik Raider Show, right here on Raiders Allegiance, man. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff that's transpiring right now throughout the NFL. There are more releases to come. Some players are getting signed. Some got traded. A lot of shit happened today in the NFL. How does that affect the Raiders? It could potentially mean possible fits for free agents that are now being released from teams. Maybe the Raiders are looking at them. There's a couple of guys I'm curious about that possibly, you know what I mean, could come on over to the dark side. You feel me? Shout out to the world's most dangerous chat, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for pulling up. We will be having guests on tonight, so I'm just waiting on it. You know what I mean? This is gonna be a good ass show. Entertaining and informative, like I always tell y'all. As you can see, the voice is coming back on you Mickey Fickies. You feel me? Yes, indeed, man. Shout out to the world's most dangerous chat. We got Billy Davis in the building, man. Salute to you, man. I hope all is well. Raider Paul came in here, and you already know what it's with, man. He came in here with the what? He came in. Oh, shit. I got the wrong shit. Hold on, y'all. Somebody put that chocolate in my peanut butter. Pause. Pause. Paul, hold on. Let me get this shit, man. God dang it. What happened? What the feezy just happened, bro? I think they playing games with me. But you know what? I bounced back like a bad check. Let's go.
Mighty time. There you go.
There you go. That motherfucker sounds 23. No, my bad. Let's get it, man. Shout out to everybody out there, man. We got who else we got up in here? James Furpo in the building. You know what it is, my brother.
Mighty time. There you go.
B Al in the building, man. What it do, man? Salute to you. Hope all is well. I see you got your merchandise today, bruh. Hey, salute to you, man. Hey, it's always a pleasure to do giveaways. I get a kick out of doing that shit. Because I'm just always a giving person, you know what I mean? I be giving girls ding-a-ling, I be giving enemies problems, and sometimes I do have a heart and I give away, gifts. So you guys are, more than welcome to always come back. We are doing another giveaway at 3,000 subs. Currently we are at 22 20, something like that. On our way to 3,000, I will be giving away a TV. Yes, a TV, brand new in the box, never opened, at least 50 inches or more. That's what I told her until she turned the lights on. Aha! Let's go, man. Shout out to the world's most dangerous chat. Sacktown Raider, Mike in the building. Prayers up and salute to you, man. Thank you for being here. I love all y'all to be here, man. James Furbo always hitting it up with the what? With the
Mighty time. There you go.
There you go. Let me quit. I'm gonna go to hell. That's all right. I've been there before. SoCal Sal in the building, man. Salute to you. Thank you for pulling up, my brother. Hope all is well with you and yours. Yes, indeed. Let me see. Keep scrolling. We got Vinny Thomas in the building, man. What's up, Lunatic? And Raider Nation fam, that's right. Let's go Raiders. That's right, all day, every day. Even on your birthday. Let's go. Let's go, man. Let me see. Okay, like you said, you got your jersey, man. I hope you, like you said, you satisfied, man. Hey, my pleasure, man. Thank you guys for rocking with your boy every day. And I appreciate it because we get views, we get the likes, we get the comments, and I appreciate y'all for being a part of that and being the reason why this channel is doing what it's doing. Shout out everybody on Instagram. I gotta go through everybody. Shout out to everybody on Instagram. Thank you for pulling up. Shout out to everybody on Twitch and on X, formerly known as Twitter, as well as here on YouTube. Man, I appreciate y'all. For real, for real. All right, man, let's go. Let me see. All right. Let me see. Real Talk Raider Nation, salute to you, man. Thank you for pulling up, brother. For real, it's always good, man. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate the kind words, man. For real. We gonna try to make it do what it do. Like I said, I sent out some invites for a couple of individuals, more than a couple. For y'all that don't know, a couple is two. Remember that. When it's 3, 4, 5, don't say I got a couple of dollars. No, you got $5. A couple of dollars is 2. A few could be 3 or more. Let's get that out the way. Can I borrow a couple of dollars? Man, I ain't got a couple of dollars. All I got is 5. You got a few dollars in. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Let me see who else we got up in the building, man. Furpo, we got. What? We got James Lewis in the building. Shout out to James Lewis, man. First time I think I see your name, but hey, you got the right last name, bro. The Lewis is, hey, you know how we run. We run deep, deeper than Atlantis. You feel me? Salute to you, man. I appreciate it. Let me see who else we got up in the building. Benny Thomas in the building. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. James Furpo. Let's see. James Furpo is on one. He's on one, boy. James Furpo on one. Boy, you got all them writers up in the chat. Boy, they gonna drug test you. YouTube gonna drug test you. You keep doing that shit. You know, something's wrong with Furpo. Somebody, let's give him a random. Man, I remember getting a random at work, 2 o'clock in the morning. Came in and gave me the little cheek swab. Yeah, I know a way around that motherfucker. Let's go, man. Salute the Navy vet in the building, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for being here. We're gonna have fun tonight. Hey, there ain't no end time tonight, y'all. Ain't no end time. We can go as long as we want to. Yes, we can go as long as we want to. I'm feeling good, man, for real. They call me D-Nice in the building, and you already know what he come out with. He come out to...
There you go.
There you go. I'm gonna get it down pat one day. I'm a mirror. There you go. He almost got like, man, I'm about to say some fucked up shit. God forgive me. This is a joke. He almost got. No, I ain't even gonna say that. I wouldn't even wish that on nobody, man. We gonna keep it moving. Yes, indeed. Tell me, Chile in the building, man. What it do, man? Salute. Thank you for pulling up, man. It's a pleasure. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Alfredo the boss with the sauce. What it is, what it was, and what it always shall be. My dude, man. Thank you for pulling up, man. Appreciate you. SoCal Sal in the building. Hold on, gotta make it through everybody, man. Gotta make it through everybody. Eugene Powell writing the kisser, and you know what it is, man.
I'm out of time. There you go.
Oh, we having fun with this shit. I love that shit. Let me see else we got up in the building. Billy Davis, man. I see all the usual suspects. Yes, indeed. Just don't leave your DNA on the floor. Wear rubber gloves and wear a condom. Yes, indeed. Let me see. I'm scrolling down, man. I think we got about everybody right now, unless somebody new pop up. We going. I'm trying to catch up to y'all. Y'all active, boy. Yo, it's active. Here, I'm gonna scroll all the way down. Let me see what I got. John Leon in the building, man. Salute to you. Thank you for pulling up. Yeah, we in here. We in here. Let me see. Alfredo, yes indeed, man. We got everybody. So one more again, we give him one more with the. There you go. There you go.
My time. There you go. There you go.
There you go. There you go. I'ma get it. I'ma get it. All right, y'all. Today's show, we're gonna talk about the news going on throughout the league that could or could not affect the Raiders. With players being informed by their the franchises and rosters that they're on, telling them that they're going to be released. As we know, we've done our due diligence and did our thing too. We're bringing back Max Crosby. We're bringing back Sam Webb. We're letting Minshew go. Minshew, I heard there's rumors floating out there that we plan on releasing him, next Wednesday? Or if we could possibly trade him, that might be an option as well, because I heard there's other teams out there interested in signing Minshew. Go figure. Boogers and all. Go figure. You know what I mean? But if we can get a 7th round draft pick, I take that shit. You know what I mean? Hopefully somebody's looking for a backup. What else we got going on in the news? Okay, let's talk about some of these guys going on, man. The Jacksonville Jaguars have been very, very, very busy in this all season. They're clearing a lot of cap space. So far, they're releasing tight end Evan Ingram from the roster. Christian Kirk has been traded. Wide receiver Christian Kirk has been traded to the Houston Texans for a 7th round pick. And they're releasing 2-time Pro Bowl return specialist Devin Duvernay is being released as well. They're freeing up a lot of money. So I'm expecting, I don't know exactly what Jacksonville's cap number is. Why does that pertain to the Raiders? Because that possibly could be a team in contention for free agents that we might have an eye on as well. So, you know, the bidding wars is getting ready to jump off next week, y'all. So be ready. That's why the name of this show is Buckle Up for the Ride. Oh, it's going to be a ride. What is the current Jacksonville Jaguars salary cap numbers? Right now, as of March 6, 2025, the Jacksonville Jaguars have $37.98 million in cap space. We're even after signing Max Crosby to the contract we did, which all that money is an extension. So he still had 2 years left on his deal, this year and next year. After that, the extension kicks in. That makes him the highest paid non-quarterback player in the NFL history. So the last 3 years, which we don't have to worry about paying him, I think it's 33 mil per, something like that. We don't have to worry about for another 2 years, because that's when that kicks in, which by that time, the salary cap in the NFL should probably jump up in the range of about $50 million in 2 years. Because it went up 25 this year, and next year I can see it doing it again. There's a whole new truckload of money for the NFL to tap into with adding new games, and as well. And then you figure in the next 2 years, could there possibly be an 18th game in the regular season? That's more revenue. You know what I mean? And since it's profit sharing amongst the 32 franchises, they get an X amount of money of all these deals that go to the cap to allow them to entertain signing their own or bringing in new talent as well. Here's the thing. When you look at these new salaries going out, of course, these guys are going to get a lot of money, because the one thing that stays the same with this is the fact that it's still a 53-man roster. You add more money to the cap, but you still keep the number of players that's playing on that team. So somebody's going to have to get allocated that money. So you're going to see quarterbacks numbers going up as they have been. You see what Barkley just got with Philadelphia. You know what I mean? It's just going to be big numbers getting put out there, man, because they got to spend the money. I think they have to spend, if I'm correct, 85% of the cap must be spent. Only 15% of that can be carried over to the next year to use. I think that's the number, but it's around there. It's around there. So they have to spend money, which the league is enforcing, and the new money has to be spent as well. So you have to give some ballooned contracts out there that we might look at and be like, like I seen somebody ask on Instagram, did we overpay for Max Crosby? Hell no. We gave him his market value. The market he set the market now. He set the market. So there's going to be guys hitting the free agent market out there and is going to look for big money as well. So that's Jacksonville Jaguars. Bengals, they've given Pro Bowl edge, who is it? Trey Hendrickson, permission to seek a trade. We know that free agency getting ready to come up, so teams are going to try to get people that want to be traded. You got people like we've seen Debo gone. Debo's gone now from the 49ers. He goes to Washington. You just seen Christian Kirk go to the Texans today. So you're trying to get as many assets as possible because the draft is going to be here faster than you know it. We're already in free agency mode right now. Monday hits at 9 a.m. Pacific. The legal tampering window opens and allowing teams to physically sign players noon Eastern on Wednesday, the 12th. So it's about to be a lot of action going on. Teams, like I said, trying to get assets in the draft. Since the draft will be in April, that's just a little bit more than a month away. It's going to be here faster than you know it. Look, free agency's here. Didn't we just have the Super Bowl? You know what I mean? Free agency is here already Monday. So it's going to be very interesting how these teams wiggle in that space of free agency. You also have the Raiders. To tell y'all about the Raiders, even after Max Crosby signed his deal, the Raiders are still $95.3 million under the cap. So we still got roughly close to $100 million to still play with. And there possibly could be more moves. Could be more moves to free up more money. So there could be some contract renegotiations and restructures and so forth, depending on what the Raiders front office is focusing on. Is there certain individuals they're after in free agency that they need the money to go sign? Plus, you need your money for the 10 draft picks, as well, like I said, free agency and retaining your own talent as well. I heard right now the Raiders are currently in discussion and talks with Spillane to bring him back. Morig, I'm not sure. I don't know about that situation. Dealing with Morig could run, or I said run, could walk. There could possibly, not could, I hear that there are a few teams out there interested in his services. If we let him walk, there's people out there that we could go, I'm interested in as far as replacing, or do we stay in-house? Do we draft a safety? Do we sign one in free agency to replace them? It's going to be interesting. There's going to be a lot of money being moved around. There's going to be individuals on this team at certain positions that the Raiders might feel their value is this, but that player and his agent might feel like, no, we're this. And sometimes those things happen where they split ways. We'll find your replacement. Every player gets replaced. Now, does he get replaced by equal or greater value? That is yet to be seen. It has to wait for the season to start to see exactly the production that these players can give you in replacement of those you let walk. Also, here's the Seattle Seahawks with, we talk about DK Metcalf, could the Raiders trade for him? Here's the thing with this. Hold on real quick, y'all. I got a guest backstage, y'all, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all all know the OG Brown Cracker himself. We got Raider Twine in the building.
Hey, what's good with you, man? What's good, man? You know, I got to calm down for personal reasons, but I wanted to make sure when the bat signal was sent, I had to make sure I had to show up. You know what I'm saying? So, blessings to everybody out there in the chat.
That's right. I'm just going over the latest news with these players being informed they're going to be released, and players that's been being brought back with their teams. And like I'm telling the people in the chat that the way that it connects to us, these could be players that we possibly could be interested in signing in free agency. And there's some names out there too. So right now what I'm talking about is Seattle with DK Metcalf. You know they're asking for a first and a third round pick for DK. Hey, that's a perfect initial, and that's a perfect alley-oop. Seattle, a first and a third. You can get the DK and you can get a first. That's all y'all gonna get. No,
Right.
I'm not saying first literally. I'm talking about the middle finger first. Nah, bruh. If you got people like Christian Kirk getting traded to the Texans for a 7th round pick, what make you think first and the third is like, okay, we understand his talent, but Devontae Adams ain't even gonna get a first. Well, he didn't get a first. We got a third for him.
Yeah.
So I don't know what la la land y'all live in, but you better click your heels 3 times and wish you was home, because that's that BS.
Yeah, they normally do that. You know what I'm saying? Anytime they put out a player, they always set the bar high because somebody's going to come in and knock that down. I don't know the numbers of the Christian Kirk situation, so I can't really speak on why they gave him a 7th. It's kind of like the Debo trade. The Debo trade was they only gave up a 5th, but when you looked at how much money was still owed to Debo, you know what I'm saying? And they're taking on that money. So it's like, hey, I'm taking on this money. Yeah, you're taking a lower pick. So I don't know the situation with Christian Kirk either. But to be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm very hesitant on DK Metcalf. I really don't think he's that guy. Now, I'm not saying that he's not a talent in the NFL. I'm not saying that he's not a number 1 wide receiver. I just feel like looking at this draft, and you guys know my word, cheap labor. There's a whole lot of cheap labor in this draft that are 6'3", 6'11". You know what I'm saying? So
I already know.
to not have to spend that, especially in a situation where we don't even know who our quarterback is. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, these free agents that are of age, like a Devontae Adams and DK Metcalf, the first thing they want to know is who's throwing me the ball. Because if there's nobody there to throw me the ball, then I ain't going. So there's a lot of factors in the DK Metcalf. So at this point, I would say no. I think the draft is where we need to really get our stuff.
That's I now see, I understand the tightrope between. I know Pete Carroll and them saying their whole theory is what they want to do. They do want to win now, and that comes with. We're going to talk about quarterbacks because that's we're on that fence with that as well, with a veteran quarterback coming here, because we're pretty much damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah, exactly.
But DK, I understand that would be a win now type of move, because if you're giving away draft picks to get a guy that's already established, that's the win now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to. I don't know. It's kind of complicated because I know what he brings. I can just imagine him in the Chip Kelly offense. But like you said, who's the quarterback? You know. Now speaking on quarterbacks, we got names like Aaron Rodgers floating out there. We got names like Russell Wilson. I keep hearing Justin Fields. I'm hearing even Zach Wilson. You know what I mean? Here's the dilemma with that. Because either way you go, it's gonna hurt you some way, somehow, especially if there's a quarterback in this draft you really like and you want to get. So if it's a Shedeur Sanders, Aaron Rodgers would make sense as a veteran plug. You know what I mean? Because he's at that age where he probably only has 2 years left. He's not going to hit us for too much money because he's at that age. And if we do draft a quarterback to sit behind Aaron Rodgers, even though he might not be the guy we want to try to groom him, I'm not worried about Aaron Rodgers grooming the quarterback. I'm worried about the coach, the offensive coordinator, and the quarterback coach. That's their job.
Yeah.
So that would make sense if you go that route. But if you go any other route, like a Sam Darnold, Justin Fields, these guys are at an age where they're still in their, you know what I mean, game prime, where I doubt they come here for 2 years. You know, Sam Darnold ain't gonna want to. Why am I gonna sign for 2 years? Give me a, you know what I mean? Give me a lengthy contract.
Hey, and to be honest with you, Loon, and some people ain't gonna like me, but that's why I got less than 500 subscribers. I don't like Fields. Fields can stay in the field to me, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. And if it was a situation where he was coming over here for a 2-year contract, I think that's about all he has in for this league. I think
Yeah.
after seeing how he has been playing, and remember, Justin Fields is not a rookie. Justin
No.
Fields is probably in. I think he's in his 5th year.
Because
So
he came out. He came out young, wasn't he? Real young when he came out.
yeah, he came out young, but you know what I'm saying. That's still not an excuse. Like, look, you've been in the league for 5 years. If you ain't got it by now,
Man, when
then
are you gonna
you
get
exactly. So
it?
I'm more in the mode of no on Justin Fields out of all those guys, unless he is coming in just for that 2 year, because that's we just giving him a 2-year try.
Yeah.
And you might this might be where the team, where Mark Davis says where the opposing team comes to die. Well, that might be part of him. His career might die with the
Man.
Raiders, because I want someone that can throw the ball, and
Yes.
not just throw the ball, but throw the ball and be accurate. I'm tired of hearing about, and here I go losing another couple of subscribers. I'm tired of hearing about these people, and the first thing that comes out of your mouth is, "Oh, they got legs."
Yeah. I don't want them one dimensional.
That has nothing to do with playing the quarterback position.
No.
The primary thing a quarterback has to do is throw the ball with accuracy. And if
Exactly.
you do that, then we're done.
Yup.
And it's also one of those situations where some people were like, "Oh yeah, you need a quarterback with legs," and yes, I do believe to some extent you need to have some pocket presence. You know what I'm saying, as a quarterback, but I think we're giving we're 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 trying to make the quarterback a superhero for the lack of our offensive line.
Yeah, that's true. Because I think that's the reason why last season that they did go with a Minshew over AOC, because of the line and he being the mobile one out of the two. You know what I mean? So
Exactly. And you and that's why, yes, the trend might be, oh yeah, these guys can get out the pocket, and that's a wonderful asset. But
yeah,
when you're looking at the meat and potatoes of your team, it's
yeah,
in the trenches.
yep,
So if our offensive line doesn't get it together, okay, let's go ahead and get Milrow, because he's gonna have to run. He's gonna run for his life for the whole for the whole season. And
and I
let's
would
just get
not be
ready
mad at
for.
that. I would.
Let, hey, let's get ready for Terrell Pryor 2.0. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, but just imagine if Terrell Pryor was with Chip Kelly. That's the whole dynamic of this. Chip Kelly would know what to do with him. You know what I mean?
mhm.
He ain't gonna try to force a Milrow or somebody to stay in the pocket and just use his arm when the inconsistency is there. He's gonna put him in positions where he can utilize his strengths. Because if
And
you
I
think
think.
about it,
Oh, go ahead.
Chip Kelly has been solid with every quarterback he had wherever he went. Even Philadelphia, when they did good the first couple of years. You know what I mean? And then fell off.
Yeah.
Oregon, he brought them back. UCLA, he did his thing with them. The Niners wasn't so well, but shit, that's the Niners. What do you expect?
We,
they,
we
they got a fire sale going on right now themselves.
that's why it's very important. I'm glad that Tom Brady's in the building.
Yes.
Because it's very important for us to select a quarterback, not just for Chip Kelly, because Chip Kelly, again, what if this, Chip Kelly does his Thug Thizzle, right?
Hmm.
Where is he going to go? We all know that Chip Kelly wants to get his chance to be a head coach. So what?
Eventually,
Two,
yeah.
3 years, 2 or 3 years later, Chip Kelly's out of here, and then we got a quarterback that doesn't fit. You know what I'm saying? So we need a quarterback that's going to be around for at least 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a quarterback that, okay, if we run this type of offense, he'll be able to do it. If we go in this direction, because the new hot offensive coordinator is his style, he's going to work with him. You know what I'm saying? We need one of those guys. Like,
Yep.
it's cool to just get, oh, let's go. And I keep throwing out Milrow because that's, I've been hearing it all up and down. Oh, let's go get Milroy. That's gonna be wonderful for Chip Kelly. Okay, so what happens when Chip Kelly leaves? Now we're finding it. Now we got to find another head coach, or not a head coach, but an offensive coordinator, and that may not necessarily that style of quarterback may not be his tea.
Exactly. But I
So
think, like I said, Milrow is a project. He's a project. But if you could find some way to develop him where his passing becomes more consistent on target, that is a weapon. He would be a weapon.
oh yeah, yeah,
But that's
yeah.
if. That's if. You know what they say about if. Shoot. But yeah, man. So look, what would your, as far as a veteran quarterback goes, who's on your radar? Who would you like to see the Raiders get, and why?
Oh, there's not too many out there.
Exactly.
I think Stafford was one.
That
Was
was,
number
yeah,
one. Darnold, was number two, but I think he's going to get short up with the Vikings. And
I
behind
think
that,
so.
I really don't know. Like, I've been jokingly saying it, and maybe because I say it so much, it might actually be a situation. Um, Jameis Winston. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To have him come out for a trial, yep, he can throw the ball.
You want
You know what I'm saying?
competition? Yep.
He hey, look, one thing you don't know about Jameis Winston is we ain't got to worry about whoever's running the deep route. They ain't getting the ball because he's gonna get the ball to them. It might you gonna win some and lose some because he's a gunslinger, so that means
Tyrone.
he's known to get picked off and stuff like that. But I think he's kind of settled down. I think he's kind of matured in that way. But he still has that gunslinger mentality. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? How many years have we been running with Trey Tucker and seeing him on tape wide open down the field and nobody can hit
By
him?
getting them the ball. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's an option for me. I know that everybody is so in love with the Pittsburgh brothers. Uh, you know, Fields
Wilson and
and
Fields.
Russell. I think to be honest with you, Russell's going to have to hit the market. What my indications and what I've been hearing lately is that that they want to keep Fields and they want Russell to go ahead and walk, but they still might still keep him. You know what I'm saying, just to be that veteran guy because you can't really trust Fields.
No. Yeah, the only thing you really got with Fields is the athleticism. It's just like Milrow. It's about the athleticism.
Yeah.
Who's going to be our passer? Now, I wouldn't be, and it just keeps being out there. Of course, they're going to attach our name to everybody, but Russell Wilson.
And they
I
do.
keep hearing that one.
And they do.
Man, everyone. Should the Raiders go do this? And speaking of a name being attached to a player, Bobby Wagner is returning back to the Commanders on a 1-year deal. So we can move on from that one.
I was I'm kind of sad about that
Yeah.
because I thought it would have been so nice to have Bobby Wagner next to Spillane,
Yeah.
and then Diablo could do whatever he wants to do with his life because he pretty much doesn't do much, anyway. It is and that's another discussion. A lot of people don't talk about the linebacker room. You know what I'm
I
saying?
know.
And the need that we need for not just depth guys, because I still believe in the guys that we drafted last year. You know what I'm saying? I'm drawing a blank on his name, big white boy. But the linebacker.
Eichenberg?
Yes. I like that pick. You know what I'm saying? But he's going to need some time. We need starters
Yeah.
everywhere.
That's facts.
I think the Raiders' mentality in approaching, majority of positions is I need the person that I'm bringing in to be a clear beat out of the starter that we have,
Yeah.
or we gonna make it a competition. And obviously there's gonna be competition just in general, but like you okay, for an example, if you had a chance to get um Josh Allen or Brock Purdy, who would you go for? Clearly,
Now, out of who? Out of which ones? Brock Purdy and who?
Josh Allen and Brock Purdy,
Oh man, that's Josh Allen.
right? That's the guy. Those are the type of guys that we need to bring in. I'm not saying Josh Allen itself,
No,
but the
but
people that we just automatically, as
what
soon
they
as
bring to the
we
table.
sign in the paper, this is
Yeah.
automatically going to be a starter. Or in the backup to that is somebody that's kind of I don't know too I'm not too sure on those guys. They really gonna have to compete it out and beat it out, and I
Yeah.
think that's what will make our depth. We can't just have we can't bring in guys that are worse than
The
than
what we
our
got.
starter.
Yeah.
Because that you're not building out the team. That's I use the example of the Eagles all the time. Like they got players where player gets hurt and
Yeah.
he's the starter. The guy that comes in is also a starter. There was one time I was so mad at them, but it was a gangster move. They picked up Nicholas Morrow, and
Morrow.
you like Nicholas Morrow, right? So I was like, oh, he's gonna be obviously he's not gonna be a starter, but if someone goes down, they ain't having a heart attack when Nicholas Morrow come in there because he's gonna do his sizzle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's where we need to be. I'm tired of these I don't know question marks and blah 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 blah. It better be competition or just a clear sign the paper and beat out.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking for the competition. There's some guys, linebacker guys in the draft that I got my eye on. Boy, I tell you that Jahad Campbell from Alabama, I like him.
Oh, he's nice.
He can cover 6'3", 235 and ran a 4.5, 240. Can cover
Yeah.
running backs, tight ends. I mean, that's what we need.
And because I'm not the complete defensive guru, I'm not professing that. But why do we always have the issue with not guarding the tight end?
Man, that's what we always get ate up by tight ends in the middle of the field because nobody's on them.
Going off.
Every time.
Every tight end knows, when we play the Raiders,
Man.
that's my day to get my money.
And that's one of the reasons, like, I like Campbell. I hope we can grab him. I don't know if it's going to be possible or if he's even on our radar. But I like Palomar for the stature and the speed he has to be able to do the same thing.
Yeah, I think to be honest with you, I think he needs a little more work in that, especially when it comes to like one-on-one coverage.
Yeah.
If they decide to, unleash him in that way, he is good covering in his space because he does have that speed. He has the range to do that. But we'll see how they deploy these guys. I'm looking at another safety.
You know what? Hey, I'm glad you spoke on that one because somebody's letting a safety go. And here's the connection. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers is releasing safety Jordan White, and he's only 27 years old with 11 career interceptions. That, you know what I mean? That's a safety that's out there that's connection with Spy Tech.
I'll give you guys another one. Not in free agency, but I'll give you one in the draft because again, I've been down, but I've been doing my homework.
Okay.
Look at Billy Bowman.
Billy Bowman?
Billy Bowman. I believe he's out of Indiana or one of those Iowa
or Indiana or something like that.
Yeah.
I gotta check.
I don't have my notes in front of me, but that was one that definitely popped up in my head in regards to safeties.
I
Um,
got another one in the draft for you up your way from Cal
oh,
Berkeley, Craig Woodson.
oh man, hey, look,
Craig
that,
Woodson.
that, hey, that dude. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, I really didn't even know too much about him. You know what I'm saying? I watched the combine and saw what he was doing at the
Yeah,
combine. I was like, And then because for me, for those that want to kind of get a little deeper into knowledge of the game, you watch the combine. Some people are always boring. I ain't gonna watch it. No, you watch the combine,
yes,
but you also go back. You write those names that you think are interesting, and then you go back and watch tape to see if it matches up. And
exactly.
if it matches up, like he he ran a 4.3, what I'm saying, in the 40 dash at the combine, but then he's running like Speedy Gonzalez on the field. That's a matchup. You know what I'm saying? So I personally actually, I'll probably commit myself to that tonight. Is definitely look at Craig Woodson, but definitely he popped out to me at the combine, and
Yes,
it
four
might be
four
because
five.
of that last name. I don't know. I
You
don't
know,
know.
hey, I tell you, I kind of got that. Hey, when I see, because you know how Cal got the similar colors to Michigan, and I
Mhm.
seen Woodson out there. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Went to Cal like Asamoah and got the last name Woodson.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So,
he's a good dude. I checked his film. Very active out there on the field, mixing it up. And like you said, the combine stamped him, especially running a 4.45 at the combine at a safety position. I think he's like about 6 foot. I think. Um,
yeah.
but yeah, I
And,
watched this film. Boy, he's putting his nose in everywhere.
and Cal is one of those teams that a lot of people don't really watch. A lot of those teams that they don't look for, but believe it or not, there's some there's some gems that have came out of Cal.
I
You know what
know.
I'm saying? So yeah, don't sleep on Cal. Like I sometimes, like, they'll be on TV and I'll catch them and I'm like, ooh, they hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, just defensively, I like what Cal has. So there might be some other guys there.
Shit, Cal was the school that allowed me to watch the Ducks when they used to come in town in the Bay.
Yeah.
That's how I knew.
Hey.
And my old boss was one of the coaches for Cal's football team.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, so how do you feel about because this is another guy that I actually like just based off of tape. He
Uh-huh.
wasn't invited to the combine. I like Shiloh.
Sanders. I knew you was gonna say that. I don't know why he didn't get an invite, but Colorado has all their players doing their pro day coming up. This what is it, the 13th? Let me see. Hold on, I'm gonna see, because all of them, even Shador and him, and Travis Hunter,
Yeah,
they were Colorado
everybody
Buffaloes pro day.
everybody's coming back. Even the guys that were at the combine, LeJontay Wester and Jimmy Horn Jr., which I completely like
Yeah,
at wide
that's
receiver.
another one.
He,
Yes, yes.
he's a smaller beast. You know what I'm saying? If we decided, I'll just say it like this: if we decided to part ways with DJ Turner and traded him for Jimmy Horn, I wouldn't be mad at it.
Yeah, me neither.
So, but yeah, Shiloh, he's a guy that plays in the box, will hit,
Is a hitter.
will lay you on your wallet.
He's a hitter for real.
And that's not it. That's not it. He still will pick you off.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's people that are, and we've seen that. We've seen those like Carl Joseph. Carl Joseph was just a hard hitter. He really didn't pick too
Yeah.
many things off. That
Carl Joseph, yeah, for real.
his forte was just laying the hat, and that's cool. Like, there's a role in that. You know what I'm saying? And coaches can use you just doing that. But with Shiloh, like, look, he's picking it off too.
Now, this is my thing with Shiloh. What is your opinion about putting him in the slot?
I don't know I don't know if I would put him in the slot. per se. I don't think I've seen enough of him to do one on one. You know what I'm saying? One on ones against anybody like that. I just like how he's just in, as a traditional box safety, or you know what I'm saying. There was sometimes he actually rotated to the free,
Yeah.
because they had some other talented guys there. So it I just man, Merrick,
Ducky the Butcher, salute. Yeah,
salute
Merrick.
to everybody, man. We over here talking.
Yeah, we chopping it up on football, y'all. Y'all, hey,
Hey,
go ahead and chime in if y'all want to. I'm checking y'all chat out every now and then.
yeah. So Merrick, we got Isaiah Palomar there, and then you put Shiloh in there. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
DJ Turner was released or was informed he was going to be released. They could bring him back though, practice squad.
okay. And
No,
that might be the move for them, because
that's what I talk
there
about in the
is. I
chat.
like
Yeah, they was
DJ
talking about
Turner.
that in the chat.
His game has improved every year. He's gained more responsibility as he was, just even starting as a special teamer.
Yeah.
Then he started to actually get little trick plays with us. You know what I'm saying, during the prime time offensive side. So
Hold
I
on
like.
one second. We got a guest backstage, man. Hey, I've been waiting to work, get on the podcast with this dude, right here, man, solid as concrete, man. The one and only, the Severe Raider, man.
Yo, what's good? What's good?
What's good with you, man?
Hey,
Oh
what's going
man,
on, fam?
what's going on? What's going on, Twan? Yeah, man, I'm doing my thing. I've been listening to y'all cook, man. You know, trying to rush home in this rain. It's raining down here in LA, man. So
Yeah,
you
we
know,
raining out here in Vegas too, man.
yeah, man.
I heard it never rains in Southern California.
Man, and like I said, man, Raphael Sadiq, he
Yeah,
wasn't
for
telling the
real.
truth on that one. He was not telling the truth on that one, man.
Man, Tony lied.
Man, all three of them.
All three.
All
For
three of them
real.
was lying.
Man,
We'll give him a pass. The weatherman be
Man.
messing up too.
man, for
Yeah,
real.
man. As soon as a drop of rain hit the ground out here, man, people forget how to drive, man. So it's all bad, man.
Yeah, for real. Oh man.
Oh man.
Jack Kenner, salute to you, man. I see you in the chat, man. Appreciate you.
So you say you was
Look like
listening
that.
in the back, man. Was there anything you wanted to chime in on what we already talked about, or you got something else you want to cook?
Nah, man. I think when by the time I got to my garage, I think the last thing I was hearing y'all was talking about was mobile quarterbacks. And like people the thing about mobile quarterbacks is you don't just think about their mobility and what they bring in terms of being able to generate yards or buy time as a scrambler. Another factor you have to consider is that when you have a mobile quarterback or a quarterback that can hurt you with his legs, that forces defenses to play zone, right? They can't play man because they have to have eyes on the quarterback, or they have to dedicate a spy to the quarterback. So you're either taking them for sure out of man coverage, or you're taking the defender and you have to have an extra defender to
Yeah.
account for that quarterback. So that's another reason why having a guy that can that's mobile, you can kind of dictate a little bit what the defense does, because they're not going to really be able to play man. So a lot of times, a lot of these teams that don't, like, that's why a lot of these teams that don't really have mobile quarterbacks, a lot of times they'll run ghost motions, or they'll run those check motions to kind of see, hey, is this team in zone or not? They'll see if the guy follows the guy across the line of scrimmage.
Yes.
But a lot of times teams are doing that because they don't have guys that can run. When you have a guy that can run, you're almost certainly not going to be seeing man coverage, because they're not going to turn their back. Like, ain't nobody turning their back on Lamar Jackson, right? You're not.
Hell no. For real.
It's going to be 11 eyes on Lamar Jackson. You know that every single play. So that's another advantage of having a mobile quarterback.
Hey, I agree with you, man. I think there is benefits to having a mobile quarterback, but I think we need to buckle down on the definition of some of these players that consider themselves mobile quarterbacks, and all they is mobile. They ain't quarterbacking nothing.
Nah,
Hey, for
facts.
real.
Facts. Yeah.
Because I'll never
So
forget when we had Terrell Pryor. They asked him about, when he was at Ohio State, did they work with him throwing the ball? And he was like, no.
Man.
And I think sometimes your gift is your curse. Because you
Exactly.
get these quarterbacks that dynamic with their legs that a lot of times the coaches are going to run plays that's going to feature that.
Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly.
So it's kind of like you're hurting. You're being hurt by your gift is your curse. Pretty
Exactly.
much. You know what I mean?
If I recall correctly, I want to say Lamar Jackson, his high school, I want to say they were like a triple option team. Like they didn't throw the ball a lot.
See,
So
because they
like,
want to utilize his legs most likely.
exactly. And even when he got to we got to Louisville, he wasn't a guy that was known as a passer. So everything you seeing him do right now as a passer, no,
Worked on him.
that was built from the ground up. And
Yeah,
that's why people are intrigued with Milroe.
Milroe. Exactly.
But the difference is that Milroe is, I want to say he's a true senior. If he's not a true senior, he might be a redshirt senior. He's been there a minute.
I think
He
he's a
was
true senior.
Yeah, he's a true senior. So
Yeah.
he's a little bit older than what Lamar is, or than what Lamar was when Lamar got to the league.
Yeah,
Lamar's only like a year older than Aiden O'Connell now. Lamar's only like 27 years old.
yeah.
No,
Lamar used to babysit ALC.
He's been.
No, let me
But-
quit.
and that brings up the other question, Severe, that a lot of people don't, either want to consider is how long did it take for Lamar to actually legitly have an arm? You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
actually accurately throw passes, right? It took him a few years. So in the NFL, do we have time to let Milroe, you know what I'm saying, almost use his whole, rookie contract to finally be a thrower? Like-
That's a point
exactly.
too. That's a good
Exactly.
point too.
No, that's facts. That's facts. Like I'm not a Milroe guy. If you want to take a flyer on them later on,
That's
fourth
what I
round
would
type
say.
of deal.
Yeah,
But I'm not taking them on day one. I'm not taking them on day two either. It's
Nope.
gonna be like a fourth round.
he's not my first choice.
Yeah.
You know what?
Go ahead.
Milroe would probably be like, I would mess with Milroe the same way that New England did with Joe Milton.
Milton. Yep.
I will already have my quarterback in the first round if I do a Shador or if I can get Ward. But maybe later on, because I know I can still get something out of Milroe in play calling, running options, and kind of like how we use Mariota.
Yep.
So you can still use them, but our feature quarterback is going to be who I take in the first round. I can see that happening, but not to be. I wouldn't take him saying this is our future and we're going to develop him because you're not promised that.
Exactly. No, that's smart. And there's no reason, unless you have like a franchise quarterback and you're like, look, we're putting every single resource we have into building a team around the court. Like, unless you got that guy, I'm taking a quarterback every single year. Every
Man.
single year. Whether it be the sixth round.
Remember when Detroit used to do that with wide receivers?
Man, oh yeah, they was taking first round wide receivers until they got maybe
grabbing them. Rodgers and all them.
Yep, it was big Mike Williams and it was
Yep.
Charles Rodgers, and then they
They were
finally
going after it.
they finally hit on Calvin Johnson. But yeah,
Megatron for real.
until you got a franchise guy, I'm taking one every year, every single year.
Till you hit. That's
Exactly.
it. That's it. What
Hey,
they say,
look,
air money don't make money.
Look, because just to your point, right? It's already teams that are sniffing around Joe Milton. Like they saw Joe Milton that one game,
And that's it.
and they drafted Joe Milton in the sixth. I think they asking for like a fourth or a fifth. So you'd already flipped your
That's
sixth
a come up.
to a fourth or a fifth.
Yep.
So already you getting value on that dude. At one game.
One game.
So
For real. And that's what you can do. You know what I mean? That's exactly what you can do.
Hey, Loon, question, because I know you were talking about it earlier. Can you let me know who got released from us already? Was there a couple of people that got released today or yesterday or whatever?
We informed Minshew that he's going to be gone by Wednesday, but I heard rumblings
Bye,
they
Felicia.
possibly could find a trade for him if we're lucky. Because
Mm.
there's a few teams that want to sign him.
Okay, well, do something that Raiders don't normally do. Get value for
Hey, if you
players
can.
walking out the door.
If
Man.
you can, but I don't think if they know you're gonna release them, if you can't trade them, they're gonna release them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Teams gonna wait.
See that only works out if it's like a team that they don't
That
think you're
really-
gonna go to.
Yeah,
You know, they're like, man, so if we don't
That
trade
really want
him
'em.
now, we
yeah.
get him, you know, and maybe they want him as a backup. They know we really like, maybe like the coach, right? Maybe the coach, he had some success with Shane
Yes.
Steichen the year before. You know, Joe Flacco is a year older, and they want to bring in some competition for Anthony Richardson. So they may be like, look, hey, let's bring you back. You damn near took us to the playoffs. The year before was if that running back catches that pass, we in the playoffs. So let's bring you back. You know the system. You've been with Shane Steichen since you was in Philadelphia, so you got the system locked down. And we want to bring somebody in that's gonna push Anthony Richardson. And if Anthony Richardson ain't the guy, can come in and maybe start for a year and do a little something. But if Anthony Richardson is a guy, it's gonna be cool with being the backup. So maybe they do something for like a 7.
Richardson's another Milrow.
Man.
And
Coming out of college, I said, look at his completion percentage. It ain't what I knew this. I knew this was gonna happen.
yeah, and I know that I know we probably have some dead cap and we probably getting some money back or whatever. But hey, whatever's gonna help the cap.
Yeah, I think
You know what I'm saying?
Minshew will add about another $8 million
That's cool.
to our cap.
We just made it rain on Max Crosby, you know.
Man.
So
And we still damn near sitting at $100 million under the cap.
And we still third in the league in cap space, I want to say.
Man, for real.
how do you guys feel about the value of the number that was given to Max Crosby's contract?
I think it's solid.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. You remember what I was saying earlier is, even with the salary caps going up because of the money that's generated by the league, that money has to be spent.
Yeah.
And see, the thing is, you're still at 53-man rosters with more money. So somebody's going to get more money than what we are used to.
Yeah.
Because you got to, what is it, about 85% of the cap you have to spend?
Yeah. There's
So
a
you have
floor.
to spend this money. So when you got a cap raising by $25 million, where does that $25 million go? It's not new. It ain't going to move to a 55-man roster or a 56 where you can spread that money out evenly. So somebody's getting overpaid just to, for that cap money to get spent. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So there might be some instances where we know now certain individuals don't deserve the shit they get. Shout out to Dakota.
Mr. Prescott.
Shout out to Mr. Prescott. God
Hey,
dang, boy, you talk about with a ski mask and pistol.
Man.
Dakota might be in that option because I heard everybody must go over there in Cowboy land.
Man.
Well, Dak just restructured. So he added, I think they got, the Cowboys got like 54 mil to spend now after Dak restructured.
Man. Yeah, so yeah, he's gonna be there then. So I don't see them even sniffing the quarterback.
Yeah.
Nothing early. Damn, it's gonna be very interesting. Man, I can't wait till Monday to see exactly how we move.
Man.
We're guessing, but I want to know how I want to actually see them move. And the Raiders agreed to terms with what? With who? Damn.
Yeah.
And what they're gonna do with Lori.
So I heard we got a slim thick on our offensive line. Who's that?
Who, Kappa?
Man.
Alex.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like Alex because of last year's rankings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I sometimes believe that was it just because he wasn't fully recovered from his injury, and you know what I mean? 1 year.
Yeah.
He wasn't a Pro Bowler a couple of times.
I don't know if he was a Pro Bowler.
Was he? I thought
I don't know if he
maybe.
was a Pro Bowler. But he was a solid starter for the Bucs. When he was with the Buccaneers, you saw me. Hey, he was there. He won a Super Bowl with the Bucs. but it's just, last year was so terrible that it's, like he was, statistically the worst offensive lineman in the league.
Yes.
Number one in sacks, number one in hurries, number one in quarterback hit. Like, he was that guy. So
Man.
when that's the last thing you see from a guy, especially when when he's tasked with protecting Joe Burrow, right, the franchise quarterback. So it's I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I'm hoping he returns to his his Tampa Bay Buck form. As a Buck, he was a solid starter. No, nothing spectacular, but hey, a guy that can go in there and do his job. But if he's back to what he was last year, man, that's yeah, man.
And that goes to what I was saying earlier. I don't know if you heard me, Severe, but I was talking to Loon about, the mentality of where we need to be picking players and getting players. That player needs to come in and be automatically the clear starter, or he's going to be a close competition to the guy that we currently have. And I don't know. Like, I think if we try to have Kappa out there to be our starting guard, I think we should call Cap.
Man,
I really do. But and my preference is crazy because my preference is a little bigger on the offensive line than 312.
Yeah.
I like what they got over there at Disney World. They got this ride. It's called the People Mover. You know what I'm saying? We need people movers.
People movers. Hey, for real. We need some people movers. Because we see what Philadelphia get accomplished with one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just a little too light for me.
I think it's more for competition and depth. The contract ain't a bad contract.
But it also has to play into the run game scheme, because I know that certain run game schemes they use like guys that are like 298 on the O line. I'm like, what the heck is you doing? Like, don't you know you gotta play Vita Vea and all these other people movers on the other side of the line? Like,
yeah,
wallet for wallet, you definitely gonna fall.
Yeah,
man, definitely don't get no guard with 30-inch arms.
Man.
And I ain't talking about the bicep either. I'm talking about
exactly right. Them Hulk Hogan,
old Tyrannosaurus Rex looking motherfuckers, little T-Rex looking motherfuckers.
Man.
Hey, but I think that's why he's a guard.
Yeah. But like I said, the contract I think is like 2 years for 11 mil, 5 guaranteed. So pretty much after 1 year, you could be done, and done with them. Exactly. I think it's more competition and depth, if anything. It ain't nothing to move the needle. That's why I don't understand. It ain't no reason to be upset about it. We know he's not starting unless he just miraculously okay.
Look, I hope he ain't.
Man. Yeah, we're gonna have to shore up that offensive line for sure at that guard spot.
Yeah, man. That's why I'm so mad. I knew it was gonna happen, but I really had my eye on Trey Smith. I'm sure as most of Raider Nation did.
Okay.
I was ready to give Trey Smith,
man,
a blank check, brother.
Come on, for real.
So I was, but of course, Kansas City. I think they hit him with the franchise tag. I want to say so. He ain't going.
Yeah, they ain't stupid. They did get rid of their old guard though, Tooney.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it makes and I hate to talk about the Chiefs like that, but it actually makes sense for them to get rid of the old guy and keep all the young, 20, 23, 25, 27-year-olds together, because you know what I'm saying, if that comes together, they might actually have a pretty decent line.
They better hope so. They got to protect that 300 mil in that pocket.
Sure.
Shit.
Sure.
I know they just seen this past Super Bowl, open their eyes like, bruh.
Yeah, I mean they sending them over to the Bears, which makes sense because the Bears GM Ryan Poles, worked for the Chiefs for a while before he took the GM job with the Bears. I'm sure he has some familiarity with them. He wants him to bring in there, coach up the guys, kind of set the culture in that offensive line room. He's a pro guy. multiple time Super Bowl winner. So I think that makes a lot of sense for them, and they want a veteran there to help protect their asset. You know that they just drafted #1 overall in Caleb Williams. So I think I think that makes sense for both parties. But man, in terms of this guard situation, man, I mean, I know a lot of Raider Nation don't got a lot of faith in Parham, and you know a lot of people don't got faith in Kappa either, man.
Yeah, for real. The other one, I was wondering if the Bears would move on from Tevin Jenkins. Would that be somebody?
I think they did.
They?
I thought they did. I want
I
to
heard
say
that they were talking about doing it, but I wouldn't mind. You know what I mean? He's a young dude.
Yeah.
You know, solid.
When Tevin Jenkins was coming out that year, man, that's a dude. That's one of the dudes I identified. I was like, man, dude was nasty, mean.
That's what you want.
Out of OK State.
That's what you want.
Yes.
That's why I was like, keep my ear to the ground. Like, let me see if the Bears is gonna try to move on, because I heard that they might move on from him, but I haven't heard anything lately. Maybe by Monday. You know what I mean? Or maybe they try to trade him. I don't know what the Bears gonna do.
Yeah.
Because how old is Kappa? 30?
He's 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like I said. That's not even the needle didn't even quiver.
That's like the Cody Whitehair last year.
Oh yeah, white pubic hair. Yeah, that was just like him.
That's crazy.
And because we brought in Cody Whitehair and somebody else.
It was Whitehair and
Meredith,
because we signed him.
Oh, hey, Meredith. I like Meredith. He's
bringing him back.
I think he's still kind of, for my liking. He's kind of light in the butt, but he when I saw him out there, he was holding it. You know what I'm saying, for the most part.
Yeah.
Not saying he needs to be a starter, but he can definitely come in and we ain't gonna have a heart attack.
Exactly.
Yeah, we got it. He'll be solid. Like I said, I wouldn't mind adding another veteran at guard. I don't know about the draft, because the last couple of regimes had we got 4 offensive linemen.
Yeah.
Didn't we get, wasn't it 4?
I believe.
Then we got Parham and them, and then wasn't the year before them? Didn't we get some offensive linemen? I'm trying to remember.
The year before Parham, did we get offensive linemen?
No.
It wasn't them, huh? It was defensive linemen I'm thinking of.
It was
I mean, the only one we got recently was Glaze.
And ain't here.
Huh?
Who?
I said the only person we got offensively on the line was Glaze, but he's a right tackle.
Well, but still offensive lineman Glaze and JPJ, and then before that it was Parham and what's the name that we got with who was it? Not Telesco, but before Telesco, it was McDaniels and them.
Oh, Ziegler?
Yeah, Ziegler. I ain't gonna never forget that shit, because they also got fucking Zeus.
Yeah,
Lilo and Stitch looking motherfucker. That nigga look like a hammerhead shark. That motherfucker eye, that's why he can't see the hole. That motherfucker see the sideline.
A scenario. Okay. There's been a lot of reports coming out talking about this O lineman. I think his last name is Zabel or something like that.
Yes.
So
it was Mumford. That's what it was.
Mumford. Yes. God damn, we be forgetting that motherfucker too.
See, yeah. Look, don't do drugs. No. But yeah. So Zabel, whatever his last name is. He plays center. That's what they're trying to move him into being
a center.
I believe he's played center in college, and that's what the combine was kind of alluding, that he's going to be one of the centers, right? So he's also played guard. You know what I'm saying? So most of the time, well, not everybody, but there's a good majority of guys in the NFL. If you played guard, you probably had a touch of center. If you played center, you had a touch of guard. You know what I'm saying? So, what would you do?
You about to say what I say?
If we drafted Zabel
and put who at guard,
and No, I'm asking you. I'm asking you, where would you put him, and where would the other person slide?
This is what I was thinking. Now I know some people may not agree with it, but I said, what if we went in? Because when I did a mock draft, I went in thinking, well, let me draft a center, and I put JPJ at the left guard to shore up that left side. But you know, some people want JPJ at center, which I can understand because he is dominant there.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? But who else? You know what I mean? We're sitting here wondering what guard can we get, and we're getting people like Kappa. That's why I went to the extent of being like, well, what if we put JPJ here and got a legitimate center,
Yeah.
and then only have to worry about the right guard spot? Which what
So
Meredith?
your backup center would be your backup center would also be starting.
Shit.
Yeah.
What do you do with Andre James?
Yeah. Man.
Why make him back up?
Hey,
Keep
you
him-
already know what I call him. That's Andre negative
Shit.
3,000 because he gives up negative 3,000 yards.
And you talk
anytime
about
the
lighting the
ball
ass
snaps.
at 300 even.
Yeah.
Come on,
mean,
bro. You got some
no.
nose tackles you got to worry about too.
Yeah.
Big broke back. Go, hey, Severe, answer that question.
So, I mean, I think they might, and you know, this is look. I haven't heard anything about it. I haven't seen any rumors, anything like that. But I would not be surprised if the Raiders tried to move Andre James at some point. I would not be surprised.
Man, I wouldn't either.
I don't know if a team would. I don't know if a team would want him.
That's
I don't know if a
exactly
team
the
would want
case
him.
right there.
Hey, give me a 7.
Fuck it, give me an
I
eighth.
would not be surprised if for nothing else. To I don't know what that. He just signed that contract 2 years ago, so I don't know. Or not last year, like Telesco brought him back, so he just signed that contract. So I don't know what the dead cap hit would look like on that contract, but I wouldn't be surprised. But this is something I talked about. It's something I talked about before with 805, right? I was telling 805, look, before the draft, there were a lot of teams that projected DJ Glaze as a guard. So if you go out there and you draft a right tackle, you can conceivably slide DJ Glaze inside to guard. And then you got a right tackle out there, DJ Glaze at guard, JPJ at center, Meredith at left guard, and then you still got Colton Miller, right? Because Grace April, I think he played every position. He went to North Dakota State. I want to say he played every position there, but he only has 32-inch arm. I think that was one of the concerns about him. And
there it is, that T-Rex syndrome.
Exactly. So it's almost
he got to stay on the inside.
Yeah, exactly. So he gonna have to play guard or center in the league. You need like the standard is 33-inch arm to play tackle. You gotta have that, and he don't got that. And it's kind of like a Peter Skoronski situation where they like the movement skills, they like the tenacity, they like the versatility, but you don't got long enough arms to kick it on the outside with the big boy. So if you want to grab him and slide him inside at right guard, and then you got him and Glaze holding down that right side, JPJ at center, Meredith at left guard, and then Colton Miller still holding down the left tackle. I think you got the makings of a pretty good line, especially if DJ Glaze continues to develop. Because
that's the point right there.
I for sure I didn't expect this at all. So to see what he did already in year one, I'm looking for that leap to year two out of Glaze and out of JPJ, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I agree with both of you guys in the way that you guys decided with it. I'm fine with either way. The only thing that concerns me, and I know Loon has heard me say this before, is I'm tired of seeing our rookies move. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to move them, just move them once, and let it be it. You know what I'm saying? Don't make them a guard and then turn them into a center and then turn them back into a guard and then turn them back into a center. They don't get that development. So even with Glaze, right? Glaze is, as a rookie, did a great job over there on the right side. So whether he's our starter or whether he's that backup, tackle or whatever they want to call it, I would keep him at tackle because again, that encyclopedia that he's been building up in this rookie year of how to block, he's already got rapport on the guys that are going to be pass rushing him in the AFC West. So now, I think that you can build on that if you keep them in the same position. But if you keep moving them, then how do they really completely develop into what they are ultimately going to be?
Yeah.
So if they did the Zybul situation, I would actually move Zybul to I would try him out at center, and if that didn't work, then I could slide JPJ back, you know what I'm saying, to center. But there's a benefit with JPJ playing center. I've seen where when he's not the one that a rusher's on, you know what I'm saying, his help, you know what I'm saying, his help is a real good help.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we don't have to worry about people, you know, rushing us dead up the middle because JPJ ain't having it. You know what I'm saying? So if Zybul can do that at center, you know, and that's his, whatever his bread and butter is, let's try to put him where his bread and butter is, but let's not do too much of flip-flopping unless it's an injury situation.
Yeah. And don't forget, we also have Dalton Wagner still on the roster too.
Yeah, Jordan Wagner's a big boy too.
And I think they're trying to develop him. That's why they kept him, you know, undrafted.
Yeah,
How many years have we kept him? Like two or 3 years now?
Two.
Yeah.
He came in what, 2023?
Yeah.
And I don't think he's never cracked the 53. He's always been on practice squad.
Well, yeah. I mean, I
So
think
they basically redshirted him that first year with the quote unquote injury. You know what that is. No, that wasn't no real injury. They wanted he probably wasn't gonna make the roster. They didn't want to risk him on the practice squad.
Man,
they threw him on the IR. We're gonna develop him. We're gonna bring you back. And he didn't get no run last year. You know, it's kind of a mystery to me as to why. But he's a guy looking at his feet when he was coming out of Arkansas. Man, I thought, man, I love him. He's a big boy, big, mean, physical.
Yeah.
And who did he handle? I was watching this tape against one of the top pass rushers in that class. It was handling him.
And you know who his NIL deal was with? WWE.
Makes sense. He looked like
that's
a
Big Show 2.0.
Yeah. He looked like a wrestler.
But hey, that's one you can't deny. He is a people mover.
Man, he's a big girthy guy. You remember the other one, undrafted guard we had came out of Tennessee, Chattanooga, that Seattle took from us?
Yeah, what's my man's name?
He was a guard. He showed some promise too.
Yeah, I was mad about that.
And we put him on the practice squad and they snatched him.
Yeah.
It was Dalton Wagner and
I forgot the dude's name, brother too.
Yes. And what is my man's name?
Tennessee, Chattanooga.
Yeah, we grabbed him from us. Dang, what is that dude's name, man?
The offensive guard, undrafted, Raiders signed in 2023 from Tennessee, Chattanooga.
Here is information from Wikipedia.
Curtis. McClendon Curtis.
McClendon Curtis, yes.
Yes.
McClendon Curtis.
Yes, I was mad about that.
Man.
About that.
I don't like them sons of bitches. Where is he at now?
They saw him.
He's with the Cardinals now.
Okay.
Yeah, that man. What was his measurables on here? 6'6", 325.
See?
God dang
if Kappa add 10 more pounds, he might join my class. But you know, I don't know. He a little too skinny for me.
Man, they got some monsters in this draft too for the O-line.
Like small offensive linemen. And then like you were talking about Andre James. Like Andre James is hella small. You know what I'm saying? And he's the center, and he's getting. You can tell that it's not technique because he's doing technique, but he's getting blown back because he's just so small.
That motherfucker be getting diddied on that offense.
Man, terrible, man.
This segment is brought to you by
covered in baby oil and shit.
Man,
hella strip sacks.
Man. Hey man, this dude McClendon Curtis got 35-inch arms too, man.
See, look, I was pissed when they grabbed him off our practice squad. Like, damn, we couldn't protect him. Can we say he had an injury? Shit.
Exactly, right.
That's what we did with old boy.
Yeah.
This motherfucker with Arizona is still a youngster too. Because it's only been a couple of years. Let me see how old is he? 25 years old.
Yeah, they young.
25.
Yeah.
Fuck, that would have been a nice little piece to developing. But see, I can't be mad because we keep going through all these different fucking regimes year after year after year.
Problem.
We can't have ain't nobody anchored in. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Ain't no
The next
development
regime be
going
like,
on.
we don't want them. We want to be more athletic. We're gonna do zone. We're gonna do pin and pull. We're gonna do inside. You know,
Yeah.
fuck it. We need something that's consistent, like how they need Milrow to be consistent throwing.
Exactly. Right.
Sending out shots.
That's the
Hey,
problem.
what-
Because we keep going through these regimes. So
Yeah.
nobody really lock in and get no better.
This is the only. You know what? This has been the first time in a while that stability seems like we have it finally with the people in place.
Hopefully.
Like we know
And
Brady ain't going
and
nowhere,
it just started. That's the crazy thing.
and they
about
just started. Yes, guys that's did it. You know what I mean? They done it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You kind of know what to expect. Like we kind of know what we're going to expect out of a Chip Kelly offense.
Right.
We kind of know what to expect from Pete Carroll being a head coach.
Exactly.
We already know Patrick Graham what to expect on defense.
Exactly.
So that's our consistency in the front office is the coaches that they're bringing in guys that's been there and done it more than once.
Yeah.
So we'll see though. It sounds good. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like you said.
It sounds good. She telling me what she gonna do from behind. It sounds good.
Exactly. Right. Well, good.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Plan till they get hot, till they get hit in the mouth.
Man, fuck around and you be a Kappa. You capping.
Exactly.
you a Alex Kappa. You lying.
A Phi Beta Kappa.
Go from a him to a shim. He's shim. You better not play like that, boy. I tell you. Yeah, I'm waiting to see how this shit jump off, bro. There's a lot of things that we gotta address. This I know for certain, and this one that we started off the conversation with was the veteran quarterbacks possibly that can come here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we know they swinging. They swing for Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
So what's plan B and plan C and D after that?
Exactly.
It's a lot of shit going into this.
Yeah,
Fuck.
we're gonna find out early because they done went, you know, they done went for broke on Matt Stafford and fell short there. So obviously,
I'm not even mad.
obviously they're not too comfortable with the quarterback situation. They already got rid of Minshew, or you know they informed him that he's gonna be
He
cut.
gone. And then I heard a rumor that Brady's been working with AOC.
Yeah, I heard that too. I heard that.
What the fuck?
hope.
We waited for his third year to do this?
Hey, you know what made the Stafford deal probably quick as possible for them is when they realized Stafford was gone and they saw that Jimmy G was going to be the one under center. They was like, "Oh no, we can't do this.
Definitely not Stetson Bennett.
He can be a backup, but we can't do this."
God dang. I wonder if there's a surprise candidate out there at quarterback that might be on the block. That's what I'm thinking of. Like, is there somebody you can pry away from a team that is legit?
They're probably, to be honest with you, it always ends up happening. They'll end up being someone that'll get, poached for a third. So and so is going to this a trade, to the third, whatever. But right now, like, it's kind of locked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you starting to mess around at the bottom of the barrel now. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's rough.
I don't have the list on top of my head, but after Sam Darnold, who?
I mean, you start looking at career backups now.
Yeah.
We're talking about trying to make one of these guys a starter just to fill the gap. If we do draft a quarterback to let him sit and be groomed, but in the meantime, we got a backup starting?
Jameis Winston and Cam Newton, let's go.
Hey man.
Yeah. It gets real. It gets real ugly.
You talk about dire straits, boy.
You're looking at Justin Fields, Russ,
Damn.
Mariota. Who else out there? Yeah, that's pretty much it.
And
Kobe
it's
Brissett.
crazy because whatever decision we make with this a veteran coming in here, it changes the whole dynamic of the draft as
Yeah.
far as quarterback wise.
Yeah.
If you
Oh,
get
yeah,
a
for
young dude, like say for instance Sam Darnold, how many years you think he's going to want on a deal to pry him away from Minnesota?
4 or 5.
So if you do that, ain't no sense in grabbing Shador or Cam Ward. Because
Yeah, that's
don't forget, free agency is before the draft. So we're gonna have a veteran quarterback first.
Yeah, we're gonna know. We're gonna know for sure.
And it's gonna be whoever it is. Like I don't want Aaron Rodgers, but I understand Aaron Rodgers because he probably only has 2 years left in him. So he'll be a perfect stopgap. But do you want him here with a young quarterback?
And you said it right, because like you were talking about, excuse me, you were talking about how we get that veteran quarterback and then we draft Shador. Shador only has 4 to 5 years, and you've already given Sam Darnold a 4 to 5 year contract.
Exactly.
Yes, Shador might not even get that much burn. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of wasting his time. Now, if we were in a situation where that the years of the veteran was kind of cut off, okay, hey, look, we gonna give you a 2 possible 3, and it's gonna be a real competition by that draftee's sophomore year. You know what I'm saying? And really, okay, Shador, okay, I think you beat out so and so, but yeah, you draft one right now with a 4 or 5 year deal.
That's
we
gonna
might
kill
have
it.
to wait till we might have to just wait a whole nother draft,
Man.
you know what I'm saying, or 2 before we get that number. You know what I'm saying, that high quarterback.
That's why it's probably gonna be either Aaron Rodgers or a Wilson type player.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that makes sense. If we draft the quarterback, that only having them here for 2 years is exactly what they're gonna be worth.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna be no Fields, ain't gonna be no Darnold, and ain't gonna be nobody young that has the potential of becoming a starter for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Because you just wasted a draft pick then if you go get a Sanders or somebody, you know what I mean, high up.
Exactly.
That's
Like
why I
you
say
said.
damned if you do, damned if you don't. If we go old quarterback, we can go young quarterback in the draft. If we go young quarterback in free agency, you might as well wait till like the Milrose in the 4th and 5th rounds, or maybe the Will Howards and fuck.
Yeah. I mean, Will Howard does have a connection to connection to Chip Kelly, and that might be an option there. But as we keep talking about it, man, I just keep leaning towards Jameis Winston. Put Jameis Winston in there and still draft Shador, because we know that Jameis Winston ain't gonna be around for you know what I'm saying.
Exactly.
We can give him a 1 to 2 or 2 to 3, however you want to play it out. You know what I'm saying, and. What I've been hearing from Jameis Winston, just in his interviews when he's talking to other people, is he's in that mindset of hey, I can come and help out your quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I can help him. Whatever. So if he comes in and bees that help to Shador. I know Shador, and I'm just saying Shador. It could be whoever they decide at quarterback, but they pick Shador. We already know that Tom Brady gonna be down there, texting him or whatever, telling him, hey, keep your elbow. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you dipping your shoulder too much. You know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna give him some game too. So
sure.
Shit, what about like a Jacoby Brissett?
I like Jacoby Brissett. Yeah. I don't know what he still has left. You know what I'm saying?
That's the whole point.
From all these years,
he's a good 2 years.
I've always been a person for Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah,
man, I'm just trying to throw names out there because that's probably the route we gonna go. There ain't gonna be nobody young in free agency.
I'm sorry, I don't want to see Mariota.
We don't got too much of a choice.
Man, for real. The options are limited. I'm more, you got to be more focused on the draft. So maybe the Raiders do swing for the fence and trade up to try to get a Cam Ward.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Raiders are in a tough spot because free agency at quarterback is terrible. But then the draft at quarterback, is not that great either.
Nope,
So
it's slim pickings also, yeah.
it's not that great either. That's why it was so imperative last year. We needed a guy, and unfortunately, we didn't get one. So that puts us in a tough spot now because, especially if they want to get one this year, unless their
Man.
plan is just and Pete Carroll has a finite amount of time. He ain't gonna be here for 5 years. He got a little limited amount of
Exactly.
time, so he's trying to get this thing shaken out the gate. So he can't afford to punt on a year, right? Most people say, you know what, we'll throw a young guy out there. Does and then hey, we got to come back next year. Next year you got Drew Aller, you got some other guys coming out. Maybe you get a guy next year, but
Yep.
he can't afford that. He ain't got that kind of time, and
Exactly.
And Tom Brady and Spytek, I'm sure they want to win right now as well. So
Yep.
if you don't get a guy in free, everybody knows what you have to do in the draft, and then so that might, and so then you got a situation where. Are you going to be able to get Shador? I've been seeing some mocks where Shador falls to 6, or somewhere he falls past 6. But in that case, if there's a team behind you, maybe the Jets, maybe the Saints, if they like, look, we want a quarterback to develop in the future, and they jump in front of you, then that's a tough situation.
Yes.
Hey, Shador with I ain't gonna lie, Shador with Kellen Moore sounds interesting to me. And Kellen Moore's the guy, the head coach of the Saints.
Yeah.
It really sucks because I really wish we could have got a starting quarterback in free agency. Because I keep looking at the draft and where some of these guys can possibly fall to.
Your mic just went R2D2.
Wait.
Your mic.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking at the draft and seeing how
C3PO.
Am I still doing it?
Yeah, still kind of, yeah. Like all the bass is gone. It's all treble. Sound like a mariachi band.
Exactly. Sound like Zapp and Roger right now.
So rough, so tough. Oh shit. Say something? No, it still sound, yeah.
No, you still on the talk box. I think you might be
I don't know what happened.
Is it still going?
Yep. Yeah. We can hear you, but like I said, all the bass is gone.
It's a little bit better than it was before, but yeah, it ain't.
Yeah, your microphone sounds transgender.
Yeah, man.
Don't know what to call it.
You might need some testosterone injected into the microphone.
Man.
Put some bass in his voice. Nah. Yeah, it just all of a sudden it just went out like that. We can hear you though. Go ahead and talk your shit.
Yeah.
Nah, like I really wish we had a quarterback in the free agency because as I keep looking at the draft and looking at some of these players that are going to be in our area, I really want to get one of those good defensive guys at number 1. You know what I'm saying? So if we could, the dream scenario for me at this point is find whoever we think is going to be that starting quarterback. We know Will Howard is somewhere. We can get him later. And then go ahead and try to see if we can shoot at Travis Hunter. You know what I'm saying? Mason Graham is going to be in that neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's going to be guys that we could definitely turn things out on this team if we don't spend that number 1 pick on the quarterback. So I'm hoping we can get one in free agency and then, wait a couple of rounds and then go ahead and get Will Howard since he has the experience with Chip Kelly.
Yeah,
I know he didn't look too much good at the combine, but I think that's just where we're gonna have to roll with it, and then maybe next year, like you said, wait next year, shoot for that high quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So now your room is pretty full. You can have the guy you just drafted. You know what I'm saying? You can have Will Howard there, and then I don't think they're getting rid of AOC unless they get something for him. You know what I'm saying? Unless they can pull
Yeah,
off a trade.
Yeah.
But those would be our starter. You know, I mean, not our starters, but that would be the quarterback room.
and we're
per se.
one name that I'm overlooking, Jackson Dart, just
Yeah.
not early though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I feel like if we miss out on Shador and Sam Ward before it's our turn to pick at 6, I would seriously think about trading back.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be about 4 or 5 guys there at 6 that we might consider equal value at different positions. We
Yeah.
can trade back and still get one of them and get more picks.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this draft is so deep, bro. It's like you should be able to maneuver through this draft and come out with some good shit.
Nah, fact. If you don't,
Man,
just
something
going
wrong with
hardball.
y'all. Yeah, for real.
I'm going horribly wrong.
And it's so deep at running back, and we need running backs. That means we don't have to come off the gate. We don't have to come out the gate getting running backs. I'm not tripping off a Genty.
Yeah.
It's too much good shit out there.
Man, exactly.
So if we can trade back and accumulate picks that could become one of the 2 running backs we drafted, maybe a good, like I look at wide receiver. Everybody talking about McMillan, right? Size, weight, height, and all that good shit. The guy I like is Savion, but later.
Yeah, TCU. Yeah.
Get him later.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a big, physical, fast receiver, you can get somebody like Savion later.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I already told you, Twan, linebacker, Jahad Campbell of Alabama.
Yeah.
They got some, man, they're deep in this. There's going to be a lot of undrafted talent out of this draft after it's over, too.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. If we had number 6 and Travis Hunter was on that board, I'm pulling the trigger.
All right, man, you got to pull the
You
trigger.
would have to.
You got to pull the trigger.
Bro, can you imagine if he did fall to 6?
Yeah.
Remember I talked to you about. I told you about. I was talking
Got
to you
2
about
players for
that.
the price of 1.
Yeah, man. Look,
Go out there and play corner, young man.
go ahead.
Deep for this
Man.
pass. Man.
Do your thug thizzle.
For real.
Yeah.
Hey, test him out. Put him on an island. Let's see what he can do.
Bro, you
might have
never
somebody
know
we
though.
put on an island.
You never know. That possibly could happen if you look at the layout. But he won't get past New England or Jacksonville. I'll say that.
New England needs
because they want a weapon like that for their young quarterbacks. You know what I mean?
Especially Jacksonville because they got Brian Thomas Jr., so they got a weapon. They need a corner. And if they
cleaned it out house too in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
They freeing up money for something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they letting their tight end walk.
Yeah, Evan
Ingram, they let him walk.
He a dog.
Christian Kirk just got traded today, so that's they Hunter won't get past him.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Damn.
Travis Hunter on the other side of Brian Thomas Jr.
Exactly. That's exactly what they probably are thinking.
Cold.
And then Devin too, their return dude is gone too. They letting him go.
Damn.
Yep, they freeing up a lot of cash, but I think when I looked, they were under the cap by like 38 mil. I think might be a little bit more now.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, gonna be more than that now.
Damn, man. Yeah, they maneuvering. I can't wait till the draft, bro. I want to see how we get down.
Yeah.
I want to see these guys get out there and make us proud. Pete Carroll, make us proud, bro.
Yeah, man. It's right around the corner, like you said, man.
The AARP your ass.
The legal tampering period starts Monday. Then the draft is right there.
Man, and that's pretty much you're gonna know people done tampered before the window when they come out on Monday morning. Oh, there's been a deal agreed and verbally agreed to. Like, nigga, how long y'all been negotiating?
Exactly. Oh man, you already know what's happening.
Yeah, I'm already knowing. That's why I want to hear our name knowing that kind of shit. Like, we got who? You know what I mean? I know it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You remember the last couple of years, it's like we sat on our hands and waited for the market to develop and, you know what I mean, the prices to come down. Yeah. Oh, raw shopping ass front office. Fucking Temu ass motherfuckers.
Man, I think Twan Mike then totally tapped out. It didn't went full female. You know, it was Twan transgender to full female.
Yo, Mike ovulating.
Not my, hey, my mic
Oh
was
no, you
off.
back?
It was off.
He back.
Yeah, I clicked my mic off for a bit.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
okay. I was about to say, man, he
We
must.
thought your mic was ovulating.
I thought it was gone. I was like, man, his mic took a
Mike
break.
said, "Fuck, I'm gonna take all the bass out."
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, we got all this money. I'm interested to see how we spend it. Do we attack free agency
Yes.
hard, or
Yes.
do we really just focus on our guys, bringing our guys back? Especially on
Yeah.
defense, that makes a lot of sense. I think offensive, because we're bringing back PG.
Exactly. We
Back.
want to keep that intact.
So defense, I can see us, and that's where a lot of our free agents are anyway.
Yep.
Offensively, we're gonna have to shake some things loose. I can see us bringing in a running back.
Yep. Couple. Shit.
At least one, because and assuming we're going to draft one or two. I want to draft at least two, but you
Yeah.
still want to bring in a guy just in case.
Got to.
So it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Severe. Since you was talking about running backs, the running backs is kind of like Skittles. It's all different kind of flavors in the draft,
Oh yeah.
uh, of value.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, what running backs you looking at, man?
So I mean, I've been saying it for a while, man. I've been talking about this dude for months. My favorite running back in the draft class, and I'm not saying he's the best. My favorite running back in this draft class is Travion Henderson. Right,
Okay.
he's my favorite, but he's my third ranked back. Right, I got Genty 1, I got Amarian Hampton 2, and
Okay.
in real talk, it's not a whole bunch of space between Hampton and Genty. I think people sleeping on Hampton. There's not a whole bunch of space between them. Then you
Okay.
get a little bit of a gap, and then it's Travion. Some sleepers I like. Guy Taj Brooks out of Texas Tech, he a
Okay.
sleeper. Dylan Sampson out of Tennessee, sleeper. LaQuint Allen out of Syracuse is another sleeper. These are all guys that's going to be a little bit later, especially like LaQuint. LaQuint is going to probably be a later guy. Taj Brooks is going to probably be a later guy. I can see Dylan Sampson going a little bit earlier. He got a little bit more of a name, but my dude, if we can get Travion, oh man, Travion he's a game changer.
Okay.
He's a one carry to the house kind of guy, like and you can line him up out wide. They do, and he played for Chip already at Ohio State.
Oh well, shit. Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, to add to your list, man, I would say Ollie Gordon the third.
Yeah,
I like,
K-State.
and this is a guy a lot of people are not really talking about. It's not Shador Sanders, but it's Raheem Sanders from South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Yeah, from South Carolina. He got some stuff to him. Devin Neal's also out there too.
Yeah.
So there's
That's another
and,
one.
and I've been saying this, and I know that a lot of you guys have been also saying this, is that the running back class
Deep.
in this draft is so freaking deep.
I'm knowing.
You know what I'm saying? And
Look,
if you might look around and get one in the 6th round.
No, that's facts though.
You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
Boogie Irvin last year was a 5th rounder. Then he went for
Man.
1,000 yards, right? Look, and we done named all these backs. Well, look, we didn't even name RJ Harvey. We didn't even name DJ Giddens. We ain't even
Shit.
talked about Quinshawn Judkins. Like
Kyle Monning guy.
Caleb,
Rutgers.
Bo Scatterbo, Caleb Johnson.
Man.
It's dudes
They're
in this
deep,
draft
bruh.
class, all through this draft class.
I'm glad that this is the year we need some running back.
Man,
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Perfect
Exactly.
situation. We
Exactly.
gonna come away with some good shit. That I'm telling you. And then I know they're looking at the kind of running backs that you guys all mentioned that first contact ain't bringing them down either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I remember Spytek saying that he's not concerned with how fast. It would be nice if he ran a 4.3, but we're looking at guys that ain't going down easy. Can get an extra 2, 3, 4 yards off after contact. These are those guys though. They out there. They are out there, bruh. This is gonna be crazy. If they hit this draft out the park, we'll be on point.
No, facts.
We'll be on point. Well, shit, man. I'm about to shut this down, man. But this has been dope. About time I get to fuck with Severe. Shit.
For
My
sure,
guy
for
right
sure,
here.
man. Nah, for sure, man. It was dope meeting you, man. Appreciate you coming out.
Oh man,
To the
always.
event
Like I
too,
said,
man.
whenever y'all out here rocking, just let me know. I'll show up.
Yeah, bet.
For
Yeah,
real.
man, we gotta do some more stuff out there, man. There's
Man, hell
805
yeah.
out there too, man. So
Yeah,
definitely.
that's what he was telling me too.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Twine, your mic on mute.
What's going on?
All right, we about to shut it down, man. You want to say anything to the people
Oh man,
where they can
blessings
reach
to
you?
everybody, especially the guys on the panel. You know what I'm saying? Severe, I think this is the first time I've been on panel with you.
Yeah.
I hope it won't be the last time.
No doubt.
Loon, you already know what it is. Much love to you.
Yes, sir.
Raider Twan on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe. Right now, I'm not doing a lot of content because I have personal reasons. I'm doing guest shows when I can in between what I'm trying to take care of. So, definitely for those that have been keeping me in your thoughts and prayers, I definitely appreciate that. But hit me up on IG at Twan TWUAN. That's for all content creators if you want me to be on your show. But also, if you're in a situation where you feel like you need some prayer, you know what I'm saying, or what's going on in your life or somebody in your family, I'm also there for that. So hit me up on IG, send me a DM, and we'll go from there. So yeah, thank you guys.
Man, appreciate it, man. Hey, Severe, let them know how they get into contact with you.
Man, you guys know what it is, man. The Severe Raider here on YouTube, the Severe Raider on IG, on X, on TikTok, on Snapchat. Holla at your boy, man. Be rocking out every Tuesday with my guys, Chris from Protect the Shield, 805 Raider. Then I got a Tuesday late night show with my dude, Pharaoh NFL, the 50/50 show. And then we got Around the Shield. That's usually on Friday nights, and then I got another show on Sunday nights with Chris and with 805 as well, man. So, but anytime y'all want, anytime y'all want to get me on the panel, man. My schedule is crazy between work and then I got a son that's in athletics, man. So his practices, I'll be driving them an hour each way to get to hook to link up with these trainers and get them trained right, get them ready for the season. But anytime I can make some time to talk that Raider stuff, man, I'm willing to do it.
Most definitely. Yeah, we probably we got a lot next week, and then when draft time come along, we got a lot to discuss coming up too.
Right.
So
Right.
we gonna link up most definitely again, man. Do this again, man. This was fun. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all. Please go subscribe to each one of these gentlemen and keep this Raider Nation thing afloat, man. Because without you, there ain't us. You feel me? So
Yes,
with
sir.
that being said, man, I'm Lunatic Raider. This is Raiders Allegiance. Y'all been watching the Lunatic Raider Show with my special guest, Raider Twine, and the Severe Raider, man. I appreciate y'all pulling up. And like I always say about this time, I'm out this bitch. Ha ha.